I must confess that I've been preoccupied with simply one verse from the entire 3 readings we have for this weekend. It's the last verse I just proclaimed. So much so, the preoccupation is I would love to write an email to Matthew. This is what it would look like. Dear Matthew, really? Of all the words you could have chosen, why did you say, be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect? Your co-evangelist Luke says, be merciful, be compassionate, as God is merciful and God is compassionate. Moses says, be holy, as God is holy. I might have a good shot at being compassionate and merciful. Maybe a faint hope at being holy. But what were you thinking when you said to be perfect? Didn't you know how that would affect those who have an alpha personality, who are Germanic in heritage and are perfection and driven? What were you thinking? Does that resonate with any of you, perhaps? At earlier liturgy, someone thought I was going to ask who felt they were perfect here because they were ready to raise their hands. I'm glad the 11 o'clock crowd wouldn't have done that. The reason I ask the question is perhaps just an understanding of the word perfect. Many of us may grow up with it. Something that's perfect is without a blemish, without a flaw, without any mistakes. And if that's true, then the invitation to be perfect I will find very frustrating, because I will go to great lengths to try to do that and not succeed because I have flaws. Or that I'll just give up trying. But there's another way to look at the word perfect. And this is the one time a year that I just have a chance to use my philosophy degree, which doesn't happen very often. In cosmology and metaphysics, we talk about things that are matter and form to be what exists. And within the matter, there is things that are potential and things that are actual. And in fact, they say that something that has potential, when it becomes actualized, it actually is perfect. It has come to be of what it was meant to be. To take that insight gives me better understanding on what this statement today is from Matthew. Be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. In other words, be the son, be the daughter, be the disciple you and I are called to be. Because the potential is there. To borrow the phrase from the U.S. Army, be all that you can be. Because it is what God does. And that's how we are called to live. And so, maybe that last sentence of the gospel is not a bad way to start the season of Lent. And so here's what I'd like to ask you to do. Whether you choose to be perfect, or to be compassionate, to be merciful, or to be holy, as God is. Pick one, and let it be your guiding star for all the activities, all the things you want to be and do for the season of Lent that you think God is calling you to. And then just be who you and I are called to be.